Okay, so applying to top universities is a huge decision, but UCAS and the Ivy League application processes are completely different. If you're in sixth form and aiming high, stay tuned because I'm about to break down everything you must know to choose the right path and avoid critical mistakes. If you're new here, I'm Shay. I'm a PhD candidate at Harvard with over 10 years of experience studying, teaching, and working at Harvard. I've helped students navigate the world's most competitive admission systems, and today I'm giving you a full insider's guide to the Ivy League, Ivy Plus schools, UCAS, the Common App, and exactly how to prepare if you're still in sixth form. First, let's define what the Ivy League is. The Ivy League refers to 8 private universities in the United States known for their academic excellence, prestige, and highly selective admissions. The 8 Ivy League schools are Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Columbia, Brown, Dartmouth, University of Pennsylvania, often called UPenn, and Cornell University. These schools are grouped together historically because of their athletic conference, but today they're famous for academic strength, global influence, and rigorous admissions. So you might also hear the term Ivy League Plus. Ivy League Plus refers to schools that, while not officially in the Ivy League, are considered just as prestigious or, in some cases, even more competitive for certain programs. So, Ivy League Plus schools include, for example, Stanford University, MIT, University of Chicago, which is my alma mater, Caltech, Duke University, and Johns Hopkins University. These are just a few examples, but these universities have incredibly low acceptance rates, world-class faculty, and extensive global reputations, just like the Ivy League. Now, if you're applying to the Ivy League or Ivy League Plus schools, you'll most likely use something called the Common Application, or we like to say Common App for short. The Common App is a centralized platform that allows you to apply to multiple US universities with one main application. Through the Common App, you'll submit a personal statement that is your core essay up to 650 words, letters of recommendations from your teachers, your academic records and test scores where required, activities list showcasing extracurriculars, leadership, and impact. But here's the critical part. Each university will also have its own supplemental essays, additional questions you must answer that are specific to that school. So let's get into supplemental essays. Supplemental essays are where universities get a deeper sense of who you are and why you fit in their community. Some examples include, what would you do to make the world a better place? Another question might be, what is a new skill you would like to learn in college? Another question might be, reflect on a time you engaged with a community that was different from your own. These questions require more than good grades. They require deep personal reflection, strong writing skills, and a clear sense of your future direction. Now, if you're finding this breakdown helpful so far, give this video a like and comment your dream university below so I can know who I am talking to. Now, let's go side by side between UCAS and Ivy League / Common App application processes. So, for example, UCAS has one personal statement focused entirely on your specific academic subject. Maximum 5 university choices, in some cases 4. Emphasis is on academic readiness, things like your predicted grades, supercurriculars, lectures, research, reading beyond the curriculum, and offers can be conditional upon your final A-level or IB results. Now, let's look at the Common App / Ivy League applications. You have a personal statement, and you also have multiple supplemental essays. You apply to as many universities as you want, though realistically 8 to 12 is more common. There's an emphasis on holistic applications. So that means academics, leadership, extracurricular activities, as well as personal qualities. And finally, the major difference, decisions are final. Offers are not conditional on final school results unless specifically stated. In short, UCAS is about how well you fit a specific course, while the Ivy League and just common applications in general is about how you fit a whole university community. So please keep those differences in mind. Now, is applying to the Ivy League the right fit for you? Here's what I want you to consider. Number one, are you willing to put significant time into essays, leadership development, and storytelling? Number two, are you motivated to engage in a broad liberal arts education? Most Ivy League students don't specialize immediately. Number three, are you ready to stand out beyond academics? Top grades are necessary, but not sufficient. Your impact and character matter too. And fourth and final, are you ready for a highly competitive process? Some Ivy League schools admit less than 5% of applicants. If you're nodding along, then most likely the Ivy League or Ivy League Plus schools could absolutely be for you. And by the way, my mission is to impact at least 1 million people in the next 2 years. So if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, and help me reach even more people together. Now, let's get into the next section. If you're in sixth form, it's not too early to prepare. Here's exactly what I want you to focus on. Number one, excel academically. Your GCSEs, A-levels, or IB results are still extremely important. The Ivy League cares about academic rigor. Number two, I want you to develop a specialty. Now, this is known as something called a spike. So this could be in STEM, arts, humanities, entrepreneurship, whatever you're passionate about. So for example, when I was applying to schools, when I was in high school, I was really focused on working on STEM research. I worked at the National Institute of Health. I was doing very specific research, and I ended up having a scholarly publication by the end of my senior year. Very specific, very focused, something I could talk about that I spent all my time doing outside of like academics, sports, extracurriculars, and things of that sort. Like that was my unique spike. It's like, oh wow, like this girl does STEM research that eventually got peer reviewed. And, you know, it's so funny telling people that that was my first scholarly publication, not when I was doing my PhD, but when I was literally in high school. So yes, I want you to develop that spike. Number three, engage in meaningful extracurriculars. Lead initiatives, win competitions, publish your work like I did. Show impact, not just participation. Number four, I want you to build strong relationships with mentors. You'll need recommendation letters, so build trust and stand out to your teachers and advisors now. I want you to do that now. Number five, start preparing for standardized tests. Though some schools are test optional, strong SAT or ACT scores can strengthen international applications. A lot of Ivy League schools have reinstated the requirement for SATs and ACTs. So please start studying right now. As an international applicant, you need to have strong SAT/ACT scores. So please start studying now. Number six, I want you to practice reflective writing. What does that mean? Begin drafting essays about your experiences, challenges, passions. The better you know yourself, the stronger your applications. If you know yourself, then you can get other people to know you. Number seven, I want you to get expert guidance. Don't navigate this alone. Whether it's school counselors, programs like mine, Pathways to the Ivy, or trusted mentors, seek support early and seek it often. The more support you have, the easier this process will be. Okay, so finally, hopefully you got all of that. Feel free to rewind if you need to, but this is very important information. I want to make sure that you get all of it. So if you're serious about building a competitive application for the Ivy League or Ivy League Plus schools, you're happy to book a free 15-minute consultation with me through Pathways to the Ivy, and we'll discuss your goals, your current progress, and create a clear action plan moving forward and see if working together would even be a good fit. Okay, so thanks for spending time with me. I hope you feel more confident and informed about your future. And remember, getting into a top university isn't about being perfect. I literally want you to remember this. It's not about being perfect. It's about telling your authentic story and showcasing the impact that you can make within these universities and afterwards. I say this all the time. Studying at the University of Chicago, studying at Harvard has completely changed my life, and I want it to change yours too. Okay? So, like I said before, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are on a mission to impact at least 1 million people in the next 2 years. And I believe we can do that if we share the information and share the love. Okay, see you next time, guys.